Hi, I'm Tim Kane, the entertainment editor at the Herald and Review in Decatur, Illinois. This is part of my 365 project this year. I'm listing my 365 favorite albums in reverse order. I have given Hugh Sullivan, our videographer, a list of the 7 albums that I'm ranking this week, and he will pick one, and I will talk about that extemporaneously. Here we go. Enjoy. All right, week 2, what do we have? Poodle Hat by Weird Al Yankovic. When I went back and listened to Poodle Hat, first of all, I'm struck by how much fantastic stuff is on there. It's got a Zappa parody. Got a Zappa style parody, Genius in France. That's the last song on the album. It should be something that I love dearly, and I like it an awful lot, but it's far from my favorite song on the album. And it might not be any higher than 6th. I love Ode to a Superhero. I love the fact that he didn't go to Piano Man until he had a classic story to match it up with, a story that matched the majesty of the song. So he tells Spider-Man through Piano Man. That's really spectacular. And right after that, on the album, is Bob. His Bob Dylan impersonation thing where he basically... and every line is anagram sentences or a statement that spells the same backward and forward. He just dumped all these in this song. He sings it in Bob Dylan's voice. It's kind of 65 style music. Really clever. I really enjoy it. I interviewed Al shortly after the album came out and asked him about Bob. And I said, well, where did that stuff come from? And he said, well, I've been collecting anagrams for quite a while now. And I didn't even laugh when he said it because I thought, well, of course you have. So who collects anagrams for songs? Well, apparently Weird Al wants me to believe he does. And if he did, well, that seems like a really Weird Al thing to do. It has the Eminem parody, which is really solid. I mean, listen to TV shows and discussing that to Lose Yourself. That's really good. But the high point on the album by far for me is Hardware Store. And if you have not seen Hardware Store, stop this right now. Go watch a video that's got hard. I mean, there's no videos that he's done that I'm aware of, but there's a lot of people who've done their own videos to it, and it's just a fantastic song. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of voices on it, to the point where, again, in that same interview, I asked him how many voices he put on it and how long it took him. And his answers were, well, there were a lot of voices and it took a long time. He didn't want to tell me. He didn't want to be precise about it. And I really respected that because either he wanted it to stay a secret or it was so outrageous that he didn't want to repeat it to anybody. But it's a clever song, and again, this is at a time, every time Weird Al would come along with something new, you would think maybe he doesn't have it anymore because he's getting old, and how much longer can old guys hang in there with it? Al and I are about the same age. I think Al was born like 2 weeks before I was, and I was born 2 weeks before Greg Proops. All three of us trying so hard to appeal to the youth demographic, and it's not working.
Going to the hardware, going to the hardware.